And for the men and women who are working at the nation's restaurants and stores, the return to work has also brought confrontations with angry customers, some of whom are refusing to wear masks. Two men now face felony battery charges after this fight at a Target in L.A. As the men were being escorted out of the store for not wearing face coverings, which have been required by the city since April 10th, one of the suspects turned and punched an employee, later breaking his arm. And in Colorado, a man has been arrested for attempted first-degree murder for allegedly shooting a Waffle House employee after he was asked to wear a mask. An affidavit says the suspect initially placed a gun on the counter, telling a cook, "I can blow your brains out right now." But the shooting actually did not occur until the next day. With me now is Mark Perrone. He is the president of the United Food and Commercial Workers International Union. Mark, thank you for joining us, because you have over 1 million members who are in the U.S. and Canada. And as we're seeing the increases in these clashes, what have they been telling you about how they feel?
Well, our members have been saying that they think that the mask issue has become politicized in a negative way, and that it shouldn't be, that it's about me protecting you if I have a mask on, Brianna, and about you protecting me if you have a mask on. But the clashes and the challenges and the confrontations in these stores is in fact becoming more and more volatile. We believe that there should be security in the stores to make sure that the workers themselves don't put themselves in harm's way. It's just adding to the hazards that they're having to deal with over and above the virus.
It's not just the physical altercations that we were talking about that have been making headlines. Your union also has been involved in the fight to get fair pay for grocery workers. Kroger has replaced what was a temporary wage increase known as Hero Pay with a one-time bonus. And you told one of my colleagues that's unacceptable. What do you want to see instead?
Well, I'd like for them to go back to the $2 an hour pay that the other companies in the industry have implemented. That Safeway's done, Albertson's done, Myers in Upper Michigan, as well as the Stater Brothers in Southern California. We've got Ahold on the East Coast that they're all implementing that $2 an hour pay. The reason why that's so much different is that if you work the kind of hours that our members are working, by giving a bonus, that means they're ultimately getting a pay cut, that they were making more than that earlier. We had a woman yesterday that told us that she's still having to buy her own sanitation wipes and everything out of her own pocket because they can't get the supplies in the stores. And we just think that they really ought to stand up and step up to the plate and support those workers that are supporting that company. We know that the sales are up, and we know profits are up, and we know productivity's up. And we think that the workers deserve their share. That's what we think.
Well, back to the mask issue with employees who you represent. Why, when they tell you this has become a political issue where it's become negative for some people to wear a mask, what are they saying about why it's become a political issue?
Well, just a few minutes ago, you talked about what was happening in Michigan and whether or not the president was going to wear a mask going inside the manufacturing plant. I think it was a Ford plant. Mm-hmm. But when people aren't willing to respect each other's space, and you're not willing to protect somebody else, and I understand that we want to say that we're in America and this is about freedom, and I'm all for that. I'll be honest with you, I am. But at this point in time, we can't do things that are going to put other people in harm's way. And while I am happy that you wear a mask, I don't have the right not to wear one to protect you. And I think that we need to be respectful. It's not a political issue. It truly is. For us to be in this together, that's what we're going to have to do. And I hear all the remarks about we're in this together. Well, we're only in this together if we're all doing it together, not if some of us are and some of us aren't.
Just real quick, Mark, would it help protect the workers you represent if the president would wear a mask in public when he can't socially distance?
Yes, it would. It would depoliticize the issue. We all know what the science says. The science is saying that that's what we need to do. It's not a political issue. I've got Republicans members, and I've got Democrat members, and I've got independent members. That's not what this is about. And I really hate that it's turned into that. But we need to do the right thing by everybody. So, yes,
Mark
it would
Perrone.
help if it would.
Mark Perrone, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Brianna, thank you so much.
As